Welcome to Hey Real Quick. It's a new year.
Happy 2025.
I'm going to forget to write that on checks. Good news is I don't write checks. Sorry.
What are you writing it? When you sign and date that HIPAA form.
Yeah, when I fill out a form, it's going to say 2023.
Can we get you to sign and date a new HIPAA for our files? Sure, why not?
Speaking of New Year's. Do you do resolutions?
I know. It's the R word. Don't say it. I used to try. This year, I'm not trying. Yoda.
Is that a resolution to not try?
I got some ideas maybe, but they're more like in pencil. I'm not, midlife, I feel like we don't know what this year's going to throw at us, right?
Right.
So I'm just going into it. Some people do dry January, or they change up their diet, no sugar January, no spin January.
What does that mean? Don't do a spin class? No spin?
Anti-exercise. It means don't spend extra. Like SPEND, sorry.
Oh, spin.
I don't enunciate.
I thought you said spin like...
I did. But I should have said spend. But
wait a minute, you don't buy anything?
Well, no, you got to eat. But I'm saying like extra stuff.
Okay.
Like if I'm at Target and I'm buying toilet paper, I'm not going to buy that cardigan sweater.
And they just do this in January.
You can do it whenever you want to.
That seems you just had Christmas. What do you need?
I know. Well, some people have. I mean, I'm not a huge shopper, but also they're trying to lock it down after Christmas spending, or budget. I'm big about doing that. It's not a resolution, but like I just redid my budget in Excel.
Oh, I get.
I am nerdy.
I ask this all the time. I think it was yesterday. I'll go to Robin and be like, "Hey, you think we can sit down at some point this weekend and kind of figure out?" And she's always like, "Yeah."
Uh-huh.
And then the next thing you know, it's Sunday night and Netflix is on. It's like, well, Monday.
We'll do it next week.
Yeah, next week.
That's the hardest date to schedule right there, or meeting, or whatever you like to call it. Because Randall and I, same thing.
Budget.
Like, hey, we need to meet. We just need which basically is me going, hey, this is how much everything costs us. And he's like, okay. Or he'll say, hey, this thing is coming up, or we probably need to do this to the house. When do you think, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. And like, I have it in Excel, but I don't know what that means, except for, okay, I have it all written down. This is how much it costs. And I'll kind of go back through and be like, whoa, here's where we overspent, or here's where we, save some extra this month, or whatever it is. I don't know why I'm talking about my budget.
We do that too, and it's in like a spreadsheet and all that. I'm like, yep, there it is. We're broke. See it.
And I have Rocket Money, which if Rocket Money wants to sponsor it'd be great.
I love Rocket Money.
I love Rocket Money too. And it's a little bit like your annoying neighbor sometimes that'll tap you on the shoulder, like a... Right.
And be like, I got a yard guy that's $15 cheaper.
Yeah, but I don't know him. You know what I mean? Or it'll be like, hey, I just got this today, by the way, because we're self-employed. So our health insurance is a bit more than other people's, and it goes up every year. But this year it went up more than it's ever gone up. Whatever, yada, yada, health care. And it was like, this subscription or recurring expense just increased, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I can't do anything about it, Rocket. So just easy. You know what I mean? Because some things you just, But it's nice because it's an app and it pops up, and I like it. It tells you, hey, this bill is coming up. I don't know why I'm in the weeds on my own personal budget. Sorry. Did not intend to go down this road.
I have a heart attack every time Rocket Money goes, there's a big purchase coming up, and it's a car payment, but we just haven't. I've been so lazy I can't like categorize it yet. I'm like, I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah. And every time it's like, no, it comes up every month.
Right.
Chill out, Rocket.
Yeah, it's our mortgage. We know.
Yeah. But anyway, I like it until it charges me. And it's like, you have a bill coming up. I'm like, it's your bill.
I know.
Quit charging. I thought y'all was trying to save me money.
Yeah, but you got to pay them for them to tell you, hey, you could save money.
But it's good.
I know. Yeah, I like it.
It gives me peace of mind, even though it don't give me money.
No. Well, it's kind of a backup. Because if you do put everything in there, man, this is a commercial. Rocket money, rocket money. Hey.
Yeah,
Amy and Marty, real quick. But like, it's just like a backup of like, okay, oh yeah, what else is coming up or
Right.
something?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Anyway, other than budget,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have any like health or workout? Or you got nothing? You got no resolutions?
I need to walk more. I'm not going to say I'm starting an exercise class. I'm not a member of a gym. I don't intend to be a member of a gym. I'm 51. I'm due for a colonoscopy. I need to put that on the yearly calendar. That's my health goal.
Is to get a colonoscopy?
And I'm not like over here trying to be like, and then next week I'm going to eat 7 corn dogs. I mean, I'm not like throwing, like just be like,
Right.
woohoo, let's see how unhealthy I can get. I think I'm just gun shy of, well, I say I'm going to do this, and then, 2 weeks later.
I'm the opposite. I set like
A bunch.
crazy goals.
Okay.
I just want to see how many resolutions I can destroy and not follow through with in like 3 weeks.
All right, let's
So I'll
go.
be like, all right, so one is, all right, well, I get into numbers. So I'm like, I'm going to work out 3 days a week, and then I'm like, you've already failed if you're negotiating with the goal.
Right, hemming and hawing, and it's just a bullet point at this point.
So I say I'm going to work out 3 days a week. That doesn't include walks.
Okay.
Because
you got
I'm
2
not
dogs.
that old yet.
Yeah, right.
I go for a walk. I'm like, does that count? I guess
it counts
does.
for me.
Yeah, it does. But anyway, I say I'm going to work out 3 days a week besides walks.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see what happens. And then I just make like general resolutions, so I can't really fail. I gotta give myself
keep them real loose and vague.
So I'll be like, I'm just gonna be healthier. Like I'm gonna eat healthier.
Mm-hmm. See, I love that.
I can still eat some Doritos, but sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna get to salad.
Right. Yeah.
And I did it. We said more date nights.
That's nice.
We're saying we should just say like 1 a quarter, because right now we do about 1 or 2 a year.
Yes.
But we're saying 1 a month.
Yeah.
So last night we went to the movies.
Oh, what'd you see?
We saw Wicked.
Okay.
Which I wanted to see it too.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the musical. Have you seen the musical?
I saw the musical when we lived in Atlanta at the Fox Theater. And when I saw the musical, I was like, that should be a movie. That's better than The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
And it's what I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this, just a little, I don't know if this is not a spoiler. At the beginning, it says part 1. I'm like, hold on now. we ain't even dove in.
Yeah.
Like, we hadn't even started the 2 hour and 48-minute movie. And this is half of it. So it's just part 1. So it's gonna be
another one.
more wickeder later. But it was good.
Okay.
But musicals are weird to me because it's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I
Yeah.
liked it. It was well done.
Mm-hmm.
Ariana Grande,
Yes.
she was great. And then
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah.
yeah, but it's kind of like just real life. And then all of a sudden it'll just like burst into like an Ozempic commercial.
I
Like
know.
everybody's dancing in the streets.
I still have a little trouble with that myself. I love some musicals. I do. Like Sound of Music, love it. It's great. It's
I don't like
fantastic.
that one.
Oh, yeah. I used to be like, what is that? And then we had it on VHS when our kids were little. They would watch it in the van. And
Ooh.
yeah.
A musical?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway.
They loved it. But anyway. So it was good. You're glad you
Yeah.
saw it.
I'm glad I saw it.
Gotcha.
I wanted to see. So now I said, all right, next date night, I get to pick.
Nice.
So the
What are
next
you
one I
gonna
want to see, oh man, I'm going blank.
The Bob Dylan movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet and, is it Untold?
I don't know. He plays Bob Dylan.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it
what I want.
looks great.
Yeah, that's what I want to see
really
next
want
time.
to see that.
I like any biopic of like a musical. Or not a
Figure.
musical, of a music figure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like Ray and
Walk the Line. Yeah, all that stuff.
I love that.
I like seeing actors like just totally deep dive.
Yeah, they got Elvis, remember? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he had to relearn how to talk because he was talking like Elvis.
He's still
so much.
messed up.
Well, yeah.
He still talks like Elvis.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah.
It's cool if you sound like Elvis. Can you imagine, like, y'all need to make an appointment for the...
Just stop it,
I need to
Austin.
do a mole check. I don't know. Can you work me in next week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
but I do want to see that movie. Okay, so more date nights. I do like that. I will say this is not a goal, but...
A Complete Unknown. Sorry, that's the name of the movie.
That's the name of it. Okay, yeah, I do want to see that. But Randall got me for Christmas a couple of, I know it sounds like I'm old, but embroidery kits.
Oh, that's old. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I saw them on social media, and they're called Clever Poppy, and everything's included in the little thing. It's like a sampler kit, and you watch the videos, and it's this lady from Australia, and she's precious, and she'll say, okay, we're going to stitch together. And she is fabulous. And I've already finished one.
What do you embroid or whatever?
Okay, first of all, that word.
Is that a word? I thought I made it up.
No. Embroidery. I feel like it's really hard to say in the English accent, but if you're British, it's easier. It's like strawberry. Like embroidery is very much easier to say than embroidery.
Embroidery. Yeah, that is
It sounds like you're going to get an oral check and go do some embroidery or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
I take embroidery classes in Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro. Anyway, but that, like last Saturday, I spent like 4 hours doing it.
What
and
do
it was
you do?
super relaxed.
What do you...
You're learning different stitches.
But what do you do it on? Is it just like a piece of fabric?
Fabric with a little embroidery hoop.
Oh, I remember Mom did those.
So there's counter cross stitch. There's...
Are you making something to put in a frame? Or is it like a T-shirt? Or what do you...
No, it's just a little thing. You can hang it on your wall. You can put it in the trash.
Tapestry.
But this is like little flower pots. This one is literally like the stitches. So like there's a chain stitch, there's a back stitch.
Okay.
There's, like French knots, and
so
you're learning the different stitches.
It's like a chord on a guitar, like some are more difficult.
Yeah. But it's kind of fun.
So when you look at a
embroidery piece, yeah.
When you look at that, do you know like, ooh, look at that back stitching. Can you tell?
No, because I just started.
Oh. But can other people?
If they know embroidery stitches.
Oh. Okay.
But she is fabulous, and she helps you every step of the way. And Randall's like, who are you listening to? And I'm like, it's the lady from the embroidery stuff. And he was like, oh my gosh. Like, it's...
So, wait a minute. She's from where? Australia?
Australia.
Because New Zealand and Australia, they sound the same, right?
Yeah, but when she says, no, she says it with a R. But I think in New Zealand, I could have this wrong. Sorry.
They're a little more American?
They don't do the R on the end of the O. Like, she can see how your stitches are going, and you go, no. That's Australia, I think. Okay. I don't know if that's the only differentiation. All right. But anyway. Anyway, so more me time. You know what I mean? Because unless I'm doing something in the house, sometimes I'm like, I'm going to go do so-and-so, and like I'll feel guilty. And why? I'm a grown woman. If I want to go to the library and walk around for 2 hours or go to the bookstore, I'm all about going to the bookstore, have a cup of coffee. That's like a field trip for me, man. I love that.
Yeah.
More me time.
Anything that you care about is self-care.
Yeah.
You want to read?
Right.
Read a book?
Get a facial, go on a walk. Like, I love going on a walk in my neighborhood. And sometimes I'm like, I'll be gone for about an hour and 15 minutes.
I know I'm old because I told that we try to take a walk. Not every day. Well, a lot of times we do. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, you're old when you're like, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I got to go on a walk.
I love it.
Oh, that's old.
I know. Get you out of the house, get you out of your head. It's good for you. Self-care.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of resolutions, I haven't done it yet.
Classic.
Well, it's like with the working out thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, between Christmas and forget New Year's, between Christmas and back to school, that's just like I ain't going to start nothing now.
No.
I got to wait till my kids are back. Then. Yeah. Yeah.
That's sweatpants week.
Yeah. Like
nothing should be happening.
Because working out 3 days a week, you don't start that before your kids go back to school.
No.
It's like,
or you got a regular routine again. First of all, yeah.
Yeah. but it's the social media. Because like you get a lot of ideas on social media. Like, that's good. You know what? I should order that. That'll make me healthy. What's up, AG1 greens? But then
seed probiotic.
Yeah. But it's also comical because you'll see the stuff like, this year, spend less time on your screen. Well, I found you scrolling.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
I'm watching that video on how to, detox from screen time.
Right.
I found it on Instagram, so
yeah,
I guess I could
easy hypocrite.
Yeah. But so I want to take Facebook and Instagram off my phone and just have it on my iPad.
That's
a first world problem right there. Like, I only look at it on my bigger screen.
Well, I'll tell you this. I guess I do have it on my iPad, but I have that upstairs for my embroidery. But I took it off my phone about a month ago, both those things. So I can, if I get my laptop out, which is very rare, but I haven't been on it. And because I'm like puppy videos, baby videos, people scrubbing rugs and cleaning up overgrown yards. I mean, that's my jam, all them things.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, I mean, my coffee get cold while I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I will glance down and be like, oh, it's 1:00. My kids ain't awake. I got to go wake them up.
But it's a little bit like, I took it off, and then if you get used to not doing it, it's probably like going off coffee or anything else. It's like,
right.
Oh, I'm not doing this. I've almost finished a book.
Yeah.
I've almost embroidered a whole thing, a sampler or whatever you call it. But like,
yeah, you're way more productive.
Be doing more. You probably go on more walks. I don't know. Anywho.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I should take it off my phone.
I know. I wish it didn't exist.
I do too. I wish I wasn't addicted to it.
I know. I think everybody is.
That should be the resolution.
Yeah.
Is just to take one bad habit and turn it into a good habit. That's it.
Just flip it.
Just one.
Yeah, just one for the year. Or you could do one a month like your movies and be ambitious.
Well, I also said, I was like, well, if we got something already planned, like a concert we already bought tickets to in October, going to that, Tyler Childers.
Oh, nice.
I was like, so if we have something already planned, that counts, right? Because I was already thinking like, wait a minute, how many? Is it me? Do I have to make reservations?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I guess not.
I guess that's the one. Mm-hmm. But that's not hard to stick to.
No, because that's a fun thing.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's not crunches, or burpees or whatever that is. I ain't never known one of them. But crunches.
A burpee?
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
I was doing sit-ups.
Fall down, get back up.
6 months ago. Yeah. I was doing like ab exercises and stuff. And I don't know what happened. Fell off that resolution. But yeah. And then eating healthier.
Yeah.
I know.
See, I just need to cook more. That's what, which kind of just goes with eating healthy. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll say this. This is not really a resolution, but my neighbor texted me on the 1st, New Year's Day, and said, hey, would you be interested in cooking any collard greens? Do you guys like those? We got groceries delivered, and my husband, he's going to cook collard greens, black-eyed peas, the whole bed on New Year's Day.
We don't do that.
They gave us 2 extra bunches or whatever you want to. And I was like, I've never cooked them. I've never eaten them. I was like,
were they good?
Yeah, sure. I got a recipe off Pinterest. I didn't have any meat. And I'm going to get some comments about this probably, but didn't have any bacon or turkey. So I did them without any meat. But I did.
And that's the whole point. Eat them is just straight up greens.
They're huge leaves. They're huge. Have you seen them?
They're so big. I don't know. It smells like a perm when you cook them. So
mine smell pretty good,
really?
And here's why: you put a bunch of stuff in them. But the hardest part was washing them, and then you take the stem and the spine out, like the middle part, like of a leaf. You cut that out, and then you cut them up into little pieces.
Right.
So I had a huge bowl's worth, because they were just washed like big leaves. Then you cook them down. So you put them and boil.
Mush, right?
Well, you boil them for 2 to 3 minutes. Then you put them in an ice bath because you're shocking them or blanching them so they won't taste as bitter.
Doing cold therapy, They have
Basically.
resolutions.
They have a cold. Yeah, they get in an ice bath. Did you get it at Costco?
Ice bath, sauna.
Yeah, exactly. We taste better if you do it this way. So anyway, I did that. That's the hardest part of the whole thing. But I put onion, garlic, and I put tomatoes in mine, like canned, chopped up, crushed tomatoes.
You ought to put some Rotel in there.
And I put, well, I can't eat cheese. You don't want them in cheese.
No, not Rotel. What did I say? Rotel?
Yeah.
The-
yeah. The tomato. Yeah. Exactly. I didn't have peppers.
Sorry.
And then I put paprika, a lot of it. And
I don't know what paprika tastes like by
it's just
itself.
pepper. It's just ground
Is
up
it?
red pepper, I think. Yeah.
I did not know that. I was today's years old.
I think that's what it is. And then salt and pepper, of course. And then a little bit of soy sauce.
I like soy sauce.
So you let all that kind of cook down for like 30 minutes. And you stir it every now and then. I mean, you saute your onions and your garlic first. And then at the end, I put just a dash of apple cider vinegar in it. And then we ate it with black-eyed peas and cornbread, and I put hot sauce on it, and it was great. But you have to do a lot to them.
That sounds like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
kind
like...
of sounds like an oyster.
kind of like, hey, we have these huge leaves growing. We can make them good. And I called Mom because I was like, don't Mom love collard greens? She goes, no, I like turnip greens.
What's the difference between turnip? One's got a root and one don't or something?
I guess collard greens, does it have something at the bottom?
I ain't going to turn up if you eat them. Like, yeah.
But she likes the turnip greens. She was like, I don't really like collards. But I loved them, and they're supposed to be super healthy, like one of the most healthy things you can eat and all this stuff. But it's a lot of work on the front end.
I thought that was kale. Isn't kale just like turnips, kind of?
Kale's more like a salad.
I
like
guess.
It just grows, you know.
You don't cook it, right?
You can. People put little bits in soup or whatever, but it's a little rough for me. But they were good. I wouldn't eat them all the time, but they were good. But I'm trying to say, yes, I ate healthy, and I tried something new.
Yeah.
Because I'm not great at trying new things.
I'm not either.
I like to know what I'm doing.
You want to see me
like,
squirm? Take me to a Japanese restaurant.
Well, like also, I wasn't cooking it for anybody coming over. I had nothing on the agenda.
Right.
I was like, I'm just going to try these out. I got on Pinterest, pulled up this recipe, and I like cooking if I have no like stress.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. And I was like, and Randall came in and was like, that actually smells really good. And I was like, well, who knew?
Yeah.
And I didn't buy them, you know what I mean? It was just like no press, whatever. But yeah, Japanese restaurant.
I will say that we went out to celebrate our neighbor's birthday, and we went to a Japanese.
Shogun?
I went
Where'd
to
you go?
Blue Sushi.
Oh, I've heard of that place. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was good.
Yeah. What'd you get?
What'd I get? Do you have chicken fingers? No, I didn't get.
I'll get the child
Well, I
plate.
don't eat fish because of Jim Gaffigan. I didn't like it anyway, but it's just it tastes like fish.
Mm-hmm.
It's fishy. I don't like that flavor.
Yeah.
It's gross. And I can't eat red meat, so I have to get chicken.
Yeah. So
They had a chicken crunch salad. I don't know what that is. And then they had lettuce rolls or lettuce wraps or whatever. You feel like a gorilla eating those things because they're just falling apart. You're just shoving leaves in your mouth. Everybody else is eating with chopsticks and like cute fish and like, and I'm over here like, oh, just stuff's falling.
Like you just walk by the produce section and grab something.
Well, there's 3 couples, so there's 6 of us there, and they're all getting sushi and like, ooh, I want to try this and
roll,
Robin loves
dragon roll.
Yeah, I used to eat the tuna one, the nigiri or whatever, just tuna. Now I used to like that.
I don't do the fish, but I do the veggie ones or whatever.
It was just fish. I cannot eat seaweed. First of all, it's like chewing a Bridgestone tire. You cannot. I did it one time.
It don't break down.
I tried for like 5 minutes. I was like, I need a napkin because I'm spitting this out. I don't know what y'all's teeth are made of.
It is impressive, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
y'all are like sharks. How are you biting through it? I was like, it's like eating electrical tape.
Yeah. Why don't they wrap it in something else?
That's what it looks like too. It probably tastes like. But anyway, I don't do any rolls. And then you feel like an idiot because they're all eating with chopsticks. And they're all trying this stuff. This is amazing. This is amazing. And I'm like, I just feel like the biggest redneck.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
I can't.
First of all, I tried chopsticks.
Yeah.
I did it for about 2 seconds. Robin's like, no, you just hold it like this.
Yeah.
So I try, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm not in Japan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need some silverware. Bring me fork. So they bring me a fork, and then I'm just like stabbing stuff, and I'm like, we're in America. Get a fork.
But there's a little bit of pressure.
Oh, there's a
like,
ton of
you
pressure
feel like
to
it's
eat
a
with
secret
chopsticks.
fraternity, and you walk in there, and you're like, suddenly, you're like, I didn't even know my friends use chopsticks.
Bring the ogre a fork.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. We went with some friends to a
What are we
Thai
doing?
place. Was it a Thai place? I don't know. Last week, we never do that. And everybody at the table could use the chopsticks but me. And I was like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, how many people have been using chopsticks that everybody's suddenly comfortable with the whole meal with it?
What country are we? Like, we're in America. Get a fork. That's what we use. And I told Robin this. I was like, first of all, it's a Japanese restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I was in Japan and it was, it's part of their culture and like, I wouldn't fly to Japan, go to a nice restaurant and then be like, bring me a fork.
Yeah,
I'd be the dumb American.
Yeah, it's going to take me long to eat
But y'all, are we in Nashville?
I know.
I should not feel ashamed of being like, hey, these two little sticks don't work good. And it's like if somebody said, hey, we got to dig this hole.
Yeah.
And we only got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to use the backhoe?
Yeah.
Or would you like to use this, I don't know.
Limb we found.
You want to use these 2 sticks? You can kind of hold dirt.
Yeah.
What?
I know. Well, or I feel like the fork should already be placed.
Yeah.
Because it calls you out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to Peter's Sushi and Thai, which I love, by the way, I was going to ask, did they have other offerings on the menu that were like curry and rice or something like that? Like, could you do that?
I don't know if they did.
Okay.
But like, it'd be like if there was a special way to like fold a piece of paper to put your drink in.
Yeah.
And you just had to hold it weird and drink it and like, you know what? I'm going to rock a cup or a glass.
Right. Yeah. I hear you, man. It's
don't enjoy that.
Yeah. I can't use them.
Y'all
My
trying
husband
to make
can.
Y'all trying to make me feel stupid.
Can Robin
Oh
use
yeah.
them?
Everybody at the table's like, I don't know, throwing stuff in the air, doing tricks
Catching
and
them.
stuff. Yeah.
Suddenly everybody's a magician.
Whipping their hair in a bun, like chopsticks. I'm like,
Crouching tiger, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm the opposite. I'm like, you know what? Just skip the middle. Bring me a spork. Let's just get...
Yeah, right. Bring me a spoon. Do you have a child's placemat with crayons? Yeah. That's
You feel like an 8-year-old.
I know. Because you have to go, this is so painful that I'm going to raise my hand.
Yeah.
I thought I did the reading, but I did the wrong reading. I don't know. Just, yeah.
Oh, I feel like a 10-year-old because I'm like, they're like, what? Yeah, I get that. And then I guess maybe I had like a non-alcoholic beer.
Uh-huh.
I think they did. Or because otherwise you're just like, can I have a fork and a Coca-Cola? Like,
right. Do you have a top I can put on my cup with a straw? Is it plastic? Can I take it home? I don't know how we got on that. New foods, trying things new.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and tell you one resolution.
Okay.
Is not using chopsticks.
Yeah.
I ain't ever learned how to use those things unless I'm taking a long trip.
Yeah, right. And then, like, I'm going to take some lessons. But I've tried. It's easier to embroider.
It's hard to do.
Embroider for me than it is to use.
I don't understand doing something that's been improved upon.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
When's the last time you went outside and you saw somebody cutting their grass with a manual lawnmower?
Like that click, 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 click,
like
click.
doing one of those
just an open blade. Yeah. I know.
Do you want to use this? It's a giant yard. You want to rock that? Or with a sickle. That's what chopsticks are. Somebody outside.
Sling blade, man.
Sling blade in this thing. I'm like, we have 0-turn mowers. # forks. You know?
It reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld. You remember that? He's
the show?
Talking about rice and chopsticks. Yeah, in his act years and years ago. I think he was like, it's like using 2 pool cues.
Yeah.
They've seen the fork. They've seen it.
It better be sticky rice because you can't pick it up.
But like...
Sorry, I just went off on that. But
yeah,
I just felt dumb.
Yeah.
Not dumb. I guess that's what made me the most perturbed. At the time, it didn't bother me. I guess when I got home, I was like, was I stupid? Did I look stupid? I guess not. I don't care. But yeah, and then I felt like an idiot because I got the fork, right?
Yeah.
But then I also ordered lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
I just need the fork to put stuff on the lettuce to eat with my hands. And then I got home, and I was like, I asked Robin, because I just ate like an animal for like 30 minutes, dropped stuff all over the place. Everybody else is like having tea. And then, so then I get home, and I start thinking about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. Was I supposed to eat the lettuce wraps with my hands? And I was like, then
everything's confusing.
But
now
then I
it's
was
like
just
the
like,
universe is not even, is it real?
I was like, I asked her, I was like, was I supposed to hold those with a chopsticks or fork? I was like, do I eat them with my hands?
It's like an egg roll.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just.
I eat them with my hands.
It was a mess. Yeah. But anyway.
Whew. Yeah. So don't take you
to
a
I'll go.
restaurant with. I will bring my own fork.
But anyway.
Yeah, got it.
Try new foods.
Try new foods.
I'll try them with a fork.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But
try new foods.
I will say the only thing about resolutions, whether it's health, new food, date night, I guess with gyms and stuff like that. You also kind of prepare to quit sometimes, especially with like health ones.
Oh, yeah.
When you're like, all right, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to look at doing this sauna, or I'm going to go to this gym.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to fail. When you look it up and you look up the gym, you're like, I'll just check their cancellation policy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just see what it's like, just in case I give up.
Exactly. What are the safety net options for this resolution?
Do I have to come in person to cancel? Yeah. Then I'm not going to start it.
Right. I'm going to quit from my sweatpants on the couch.
Yeah. That's why I like apps.
Oh, yeah. All day.
There's no shame in quitting. Nobody knows.
Mm-mm.
You just, nobody knows if you delete that app.
Mm-mm. No.
But that's the worst, is like when you have to go to a gym in person, because they try to shame you.
Oh, yeah.
You go in there like...
we can actually probably bump you back down to the beginner level. And if you only just come in for so-and-so.
Everybody's sweating.
Yeah.
Guys are swole or whatever. I don't know.
How's it going, man?
Yeah.
Like,
everybody's wearing tank tops for no reason. And then you're just like, hey, I'm worthless. Where do I sign?
Right. Exactly. Oh, man, we'll give you a free logo tank top. No, I'm good. Please don't.
You just go in there eating like a Snickers.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Crumbs on your shirt. Hey, I need to not do this. Where do I sign?
Hold on. Let me wash this Dorito dust off my hands before I grab your pen. Yeah. So, anyway, January's kind of just resolution.
I guess, yeah.
Month. Probably still a mattress sale somewhere, but yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start it next week or Monday.
Yeah, when things go back.
Right.
Yeah. When the matrix goes back to the school calendar, work calendars.
Yeah, it's a haze.
It is a haze.
So,
and I will say this, there's two teams. There's team, I don't like having no structure between Christmas and, whatever it is, January 2nd.
And then people are like, we need to get back.
And then people are like, oh, I'm going to watch seasons of TV, eat buckets of popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
And like, how long have I had these sweatpants on? I've said sweatpants a lot because I love them.
Yeah. Or when did I take a shower? We ask our boys that.
I love those days because you don't really have to go anywhere unless you're going to work. But like the days you don't go to work, like I love not having to leave my house. Ooh, it's the best.
This is what we've been doing is, what time do you wake up? I mean, I wake up earlier, but our boys wake up. Like, I love it because there's no like planning. Like if you wake up at 1, guess what? We just knocked out 2 meals. You ain't got to eat breakfast. You miss lunch.
Right. Here's
snack
a banana.
A little bit. You get
I'll
some
see
supper.
At 6. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You wake up early. Grab some Z bars, or like, can I have gummy worms? Eat them.
Yeah, leftover Christmas candy.
This is bright, dude.
Right.
Eat it.
Yeah, it's nice on the kitchen staff. Yeah, it's low pressure.
You need some chopsticks.
We've been watching movies, like older movies, with our one kid that is still at home, like Bruce Almighty. We watched that.
That's a good one.
Rush Hour 1 and 2.
Oh, our boys haven't seen that.
Man, the Rush Hour. Gosh, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
That is My kid laughs so hard at that. I laugh so hard at that.
Chris
and
Tucker
then the
was.
bloopers.
Oh,
my gosh,
I remember
at
watching the
end.
bloopers like repeatedly.
Yeah, it holds up.
Yeah.
Anyway, just good old like 80s, early 2000s, whatever, 90s, whatever that is. I guess none of those are 80s, but yeah. So
I'll put that on my resolutions.
watch all the Rush hours. I think there's a third one.
There is, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I can't imagine it's good. The second one's good. I mean, it's Rush Hour. It's not like Gladiator or anything.
Yeah.
Which, have you seen the second Gladiator?
I have not. I saw the poster for it.
Ben saw it. He ain't seen the first one.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I know this is resolutions, but
yeah, I love the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of don't. I just feel like they're going to mess it up. I don't know.
We got to make a second everything.
I heard it's great.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just feel like they're forcing it down my throat. They're like, it's got Denzel Washington. And
yeah, of
what's
course
his name?
He's good. I have nothing against the actors.
It's got Mando in it.
Yeah.
I can't ever remember that
Pedro
dude.
Pascal.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like it's being kind of pushed down my throat.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And they got to revisit every movie. It feels like there's a ton of
Happy
those.
Gilmore. They're doing another Happy Gilmore. It's going to be on Netflix.
How old are those people?
I heard something about another Goonies, and I'm like, if y'all mess with Goonies.
People will revolt.
Right.
That ain't happening. Mm-mm.
But anyway.
I don't like that. Mm-mm.
At all.
No.
You can't
Sean
touch that.
Astin or...
You do another Goonies, another Stand By Me. No, I will. Like, we're going to have issues.
Yeah.
I'm going to come to sit.
Yeah. I'll be there with a sign. Oh, my goodness.
Anyway.
All right.
We'll stick with your resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't. I don't know. Quit. Whatever.
Or don't, yeah.
Just make your last resolution to quit as many, is to not. That's why I said a bunch.
Yeah.
Set a bunch.
Or quit the bad stuff and turn it into something good. Or just quit the bad stuff. You know what I mean? You don't have to like flip it necessarily.
Yeah. No spin.
Mm-hmm.
January. Don't go to any spin classes. That's easy.
I'm already doing it.
Set that as one. You know what I'm saying?
I will not take a spin class.
I will eat 0 turnips.
Yeah.
In January.
Right.
I'm going to see if I stick with it.
Yeah. I've already made it. Yeah.
And if I eat them, I'm going to use chopsticks. See? Bump. I got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good one.